Alibaba is in a great setup for the long term. If you're not familiar, Alibaba is very similar to Amazon. It got started with retail and wholesale e-commerce, and it's expanded to other things like cloud, infrastructure, digital media, entertainment, etc. But it's like the Chinese copycat of Amazon. And as you can see here, it's been in this horrible downtrend for the last few years. From late 2020 all the way down to November of 2022, it bottomed, which was right where the all-time lows were from 2015 and 2016. So that was a great position to actually buy this stock for the long term. We have bounced since then and have been forming this inverted head and shoulders formation, which is a bullish pattern. Now, I do think Alibaba is undervalued, even with everything that went on with China delisting talks, the Russia-Ukraine invasion, and then even China and Taiwan tensions. And now China's in a period of slowing growth, and they're trying to figure that out and stimulate the economy, which I think they ultimately will. It's a huge population, a huge economy, and I think over time it will power forward. Now, Baba is a great company. I do think it is undervalued from any conservative metric. You can see here the analyst price target's $137 a share with a strong buy rating. And if you actually look at the different forecasts here, you can see that it's trading really low from any analyst metric, and even the high here is at $181 a share. I do think 137 to 180 is probably a fair conservative measure for what this stock will be in the future. So if you're looking to buy shares, I think Alibaba is in a great position still. You can see here 4.4 billion in annual sales, 1.8 price to sales ratio, which is low for a company this size, and growth prospects. PE forward ratio of 10.4, it's also low. And you can see here 23.5 billion in debt, 81.6 billion in cash, which is about a 4 times ratio. And then net income varies a lot, 5 to 20 billion. I think this company still has a lot of growth in it. It's a great company. And if you just look at, actually, this is kind of interesting. If you look at the financials, go here to the annual, you can see that revenue has actually quadrupled since 2016, but the stock is trading for the same price. So there's a lot to be said here. I think as long as, if you think that Chinese stocks will be delisted, maybe stay away from this stock. But I personally think it's a smokescreen with the U.S. just trying to blame problems on other foreign countries. I do think that ultimately we will continue the upside. Now, if you're looking to trade Alibaba, you can see here, let me just try to get some of this out of the way. You can see that it's been in this pattern bouncing from $80 to around $120 a share. You can see that this trend line here, it recently broke to the upside. And since then, it's actually come back down and retested this line, and it is bouncing today. Now, if it does hold this range, you could buy calls and look for it to push to around $104, $105 a share, which was this smaller supply zone. And then, of course, if it breaks to the upside, this is my shorter term target here around $120 to $130 a share. Now, that would be the price target to cut out, take profit on that swing. That's a nice trade there. If it does come up and break that level, I do think it will try to fill this gap up here anywhere from $148 all the way up to $161, which would be a really nice medium to long-term target if you're holding shares and you want to swing those. So those are the levels that I would be looking for. Obviously, if it broke back down below here, $79 to $80, that's the ultimate level where I would be holding shares. If it broke down below that, it could travel all the way back down to $58 to $60 a share, which would be a nice, really strong area to buy shares for the long term, as long as nothing's changing with delisting or anything like that. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. Really appreciate you watching. Make sure you guys give a like, subscribe. If you are interested in learning more about trading, obviously we have a free community. It's a Discord community. You can check that out. And if you are interested, we also do have a basic starter pack of Zoom lessons from one of our top analysts. You can learn a little bit more about trading and setups and things that I'm teaching here, but just more in depth. That will also be on our website, so make sure you check that out. And I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.